Here watching, and for those who do not know, this is what's going on. Um, I think you think everybody knows about what's happening in the VTuber industry. We already know that it's rough. It's hard. That's the industry. Every industry is a monster, and then there's those that are feeling free safe. Um, this one I didn't have to check out, but this goes with the indie scene. Not everyone is running free. Not everyone's running good. I mean, I know yesterday we just had Guramume, I think they call her. That was another Hololive character, graduating, and then the Pope dead. Like, damn, Pope dead. Like, damn. Hold on a second. Let me say that again. Uh, the Pope passing. The tariffs, just busting our asses, everyone's asses, including ours. I think this is quite the usual synopsis that best to say that this one is like a very concerning thing amongst these careers. I want to really make a job out of this, or like a hustle in this. But at this moment, we gotta see what's going on with this drama right now, alongside with um Cinder. I think that's her. That's the VTuber name, Cinder, and the allegations that are just being unfolded, coming from other VTubers, actually. So it's kind of like another Diddy case, I guess. Who knows? But let's hear it out. Hang on.
Time. Oh my fucking god, here we go again. Now, what is it this time? It's nothing gacha related. Surprisingly, this is VTuber related. Now, we're talking about Cinder today. Now, if you don't already know, Cinder is a pretty fucking big VTuber, co-owner of Gamersubs, which I'm still trying to get sponsored by, but god fucking damn it, they don't want me. But she is a big content creator, VTuber, obviously. She is a co-owner of Gamersubs, and she looks like this. Pretty fucking hot, I know. Now, she's had a little drama recently.
Who's to say, man? Everyone's designed that. Every anime character is designed like that. Listen up. I say this to all girls, okay, all women. Look, it is frustrating. It is frustrating that that you wanted to look like that, but you are not. It's all about, getting a good diet, eating good food, right? Eating the good, healthy nutritions and exercising. That's all it is. You want the nicest body. You want the anime girl body, right, of your life. Even though it's not that realistic, actually. That don't matter. You can win it. You can win it. All right? I get it. It's not like you need to be exactly precise. That's never going to happen. That is not going to happen. But hey, it's all about at least giving yourself the effort and time by time, however the pace you want to pick it. You will get that fine ass. You will have every guy. You will have like me, just going, just don't get scared out of nowhere since you were man.
Pretty fucking hot, I know. Now, she's had a little drama recently, and a little is a fucking understatement, because she is for the VTuber community, she is cooked, okay? She is cooked. Now, she tweeted out this: effective immediately. Redacted will no longer be managing or overseeing my VTuber activities. He no longer represents me as a creator, my brand, or my intentions. I'm sorry, everyone. I will make a larger response when I'm able. Now, if you don't know who Redacted is, from my knowledge, From my knowledge, don't take this as guaranteed, but from my knowledge, Redacted is their boyfriend, or so to say. Something like that. Or girlfriend. I don't fucking know. It's their love. What even happened? Nanolus, a great artist, tweeted out, "Hello, I'm here to share something that has affected me personally and hurt others. This was very hard for me, but I feel it is necessary. Please do not send hate to anyone on my behalf. This is all I want to say," with a Google Doc attached. Now, this Google Doc is pretty fucking long. Pretty fucking long, right? Pretty fucking long with some damning evidence.
Actually, I was looking at this response right here from Van Peaches, because they're talking about the readaptment. No longer will be managing or overseeing my VTuber activities. He no longer represents me as a creator. Okay, but then I see this comment right here. Van Peaches, "I remember playing Phasmophobia with you and hearing Red chat away next to you before you first debuted like 4 years ago. You told me he was your boyfriend. Then we met for TwitchCon. You switched up and said, 'Just so you know, my manager is coming with me on this trip as blank blank blank.' We'll have to see more for that." Meaning, oh, like she knew this person too. I think. Oh yeah. She's very well known actually. This bitch is very well known. These are VTubers. And either way, so let's go back to how the whole Epstein Diddy case file was going on.
Pretty fucking long, right? Pretty fucking long with some damning evidence. Now, I'm personally not gonna read all of this because I have a great summary. A great summary. Tectone tweeted out, "After 2 hours, 4 documents, and 2 posts, and a lot of reading, here are the major takeaways on the Cinder situation in each document posted. What we can conclude. Nano's document. Redacted is Cinder's mouthpiece. Confirmed Cinder knew everything Redacted said. Red/Sin were attempting to monopolize an editor/artist against their desires. Guilt tripped them and manipulated them into doing their work and no one else's. What Cinder's doing isn't fucked up to do to one's competition. However, doing it to their friend is a whole different story. Redacted gaslighting Nanolus using revisionist history. Rain's document. Cinder sexting another man while in a relationship. Cinder trauma dumping to another person about how bad her relationship is to someone she is interested in." And
all that is straight up victim mentality right there, using victimization as a weapon of her choice. I mean, what kind of person does that shit, man? I like to kind of like do this shit, cucking and trying to monopolize. That's sociopathic shit. That is some sociopathic shit. I didn't know about that, especially in the fact that keep in mind that knowing that Cinder is one of the one of the biggest VTubers of indie VTubers. You know, there's industries that are considered to be indie, like Nux. I think it's not GamerSubs. I don't know if that was the case. I don't know. I had to anybody tell me that one, but you know, to see this one, this is just crazy. I didn't think this was gonna go that bad. I have to see as well, like later on, I think in this video, seeing apparently like there's a lot of reactions of Silvervale, I think Shy Lily. I'm seeing like these titles just says I breaks down when addressing the Cinder situation and shit. Like this is some narcissistic criminal shit right there. Almost similar to Shizzy the God. Shizzy the God, who is like a local rapper in New York. You know, he has his own VTuber account. You know, so everybody sees it. And then they see the same shit with an artist that you kind of like, went up in her shit with, and it's almost like that. Even though he's still he has his own fans and all that. So amongst the black VTuber community, which I want to check out upon it, man. Shit, man. Forget about Son Kenji. Y'all forgot about Son Kenji and Nisho's Shinobi and shit. But here we go.
TR. Rain and Cinder are very scummy in this document. Rain claims this wasn't meant to be a witch hunt, but it very clearly was done with the proper timing to have this document gain the traction they wanted, and so it did. Is that wrong? Up to you to decide. Vam's post. Vam exposes Red being Cinder's boyfriend. Not really a big deal. Tons of VTubers hype the fact that they have SOs to farm more parasocials to get gifted and super chats. Tons of streamers do this. Not really a big deal for wanting to keep your private life private. However, if Cinder throws away her boyfriend to try to alleviate some negative PR, that is going to be a big yikes from me, dog. Bao's document dispels claims that Cinder and Red were making, calling Bao an editor and an MV maker thief. Confirms how hurt she is by having her friend attempt to be overly competitive and ruin her image and her models and impacting her career negatively. Says that Cinder could make it to the top, but when she gets there, she will be alone. Bao dispels claims that she locked up Sacred, her editor. Bao completely absolves herself from the wrongdoing. Great doc. Spite's document. Spite insinuates that Cinder is and was copying her, not the other way around. Screenshots of these claims are pretty damning. Spite showing off her outfit in July 2022, Cinder then having a near identical outfit on September 14th, 2022. Sacramore TV's document, supporting some of Bao's claims to be true. Major takeaways. To be honest, things look absolutely horrible for Cinder, yet I will be waiting for her response just to do my due diligence. It has been alleged with a lot of damning screenshots as well as other corroborating the narrative that is being pushed. Cinder is currently being alleged as overly competitive with her friends in the VTubing space, willing to undermine and backstab her friends to get ahead, gaslight and manipulate editors slash workers to get her way, cheating on significant other, a model slash rigger thief. People speculate she is going to throw away her current boyfriend, Red aka Redacted, to alleviate some negative PR coming her way. But for now, I believe that is about it. I will wait and see Cinder's response and keep you all updated on any news or changes in perspective once we have everyone's side. All in all, this is very messy. And to be honest, I feel horrible for Cottontail, Bao, Shy Lily, Spite, and every other VTuber affected in this scenario. To be honest, I don't really know what Cinder could possibly present to absolve her, yet I will still do my due diligence. I am 31 years old and I just researched VTuber drama for 2 hours in front of 9,000 people on Twitch. I swear to God, I have not one but 2 jobs. But my God, this reeked of unemployment.
Everybody's getting 2 jobs, god damn it. Bro, I'm trying to make this as a little side hustle for me on YouTube. And while I'm working on a goddamn warehouse that is international. Hopefully that shit does not get taken over by AI, I swear, because it has graphic design into this. But this is... But Cottontail? Shit. I remember... I know Cottontail for a bit. Not as a VTuber, but as a voice actress. If you know what kind of voice actress I mean. If you know what kind of voice actress I really, really, really mean. On Twitter. Yes, that. Yeah. Anyways, but this is kind of shit. This is crazy, bro. There are a lot of these documents, accusations on this bitch. Damn, like Cinder really is, I guess you should say, a hellhound. Goddamn. Like this is some shit. Gaslighting, you know, victim mentality is rigging. I mean, this is why it, you know, like you got to give the check on some people who are going to jump into this world. You have people trying to jump into the anime community who don't know anything about anime, whether it's the religious, the great religious, you know, satanic panic ass Christians or Catholics, whatever religions, but that consider anything that is the thing of Satan is the satanic panic, while waving their religion like it's a battle flag, you know, whether it's a Confederate or it's a cross or it's a Muslim kind of symbol. And then you got the other side who is completely like virgin, lonely, and antidepressant as women who color their hair pink and green and yellow, you know, and don't exercise at all, and thinking that, you know, bad bitch girl boss vibes is way better than any man out there and any pervy, you know, shit out there, and trying to put it their gay or borderline gay shit ideology into pop culture topics. Well, you also have as well some people who think they're real or some shit like that. Wolves. You got wolves. You got foxes. Again, you got wolves and foxes who jump into this place and do the same intention the same way, you know? wolves can be foxes, foxes can be wolves.
Thanks for reading. Holy fuck! Jesus Christ! Holy allegations! Now, obviously, me personally, this shit is crazy. The fact that she's, like, backstabbing her friends kinda is crazy. I feel bad for Bao, Cottontail, and all of them. I mean, even here, like, Cottontail tweeted out, "This made my stomach drop to read. It makes me very sad to have things come out like this. Sending Nano and Bao so much love." With a screenshot from one of the docs. If you want to read those, go either watch, like...
Yeah, I want to read this one. I want to from Redacted. What about, okay, from Cinder's kind of comments. Okay, let's see this. Okay, let me see what this. Okay, we can pay Komori for you, and you don't have to discount it from the next payment, and we'll continue to give you lots of model work. I think, 4 this year right now, but you don't work with Bao, Cotton, or Blank at Cinder at all again. Models or art. I don't think you have ever done anything with Bao or Cotton before. We also have another GS label for you, the AFK. Is there any way to add a little bit more since in Cinder? Because the it's being censored now. Cinder still asks for art every now and then. So basically, Cotton or Cinder at all. You don't work with Bao, Cotton, or Cinder at all. That's what we're trying to say right there. So, and hearing her comments, this made my stomach drop to read. It makes me very sad to have things come out. And sending now and Bao some love. There has to be some reactions to this.
Tectone's video or like anyone else's video, because I bet y'all there's gonna be multiple videos on this. But it says here, what about we can pay Komori for you and you don't have to discount it from the next payment, and we'll continue giving you lots of model work, I think, for this year right now, but you don't work with Bao, Cotton, or Blank at all again, models or art. It's just crazy. This is crazy. Y'all saw the allegations. Cheating on significant other, a model, rigger, thief, gaslight and manipulate editors' workers to get her way. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. Now, what do the people think? Obviously, Cottontail, upset. Bao, not too fucking happy. Spite, obviously, rightfully pissed. Because, I mean, based on her Google Doc, I mean, look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. Sounds great. I'm so happy with it. July 20th, 2022. What do you think of my new outfit? September 14th, 2022. Straight up the same. Just copy.
I can see.
And she's been called the fucking copycat. Like, this shit is bad, bro. This shit is fucking bad. I want to know, what do the people think? What are people saying? I remember playing Phasmophobia with you and hearing Red chat away next to you before you first debuted like 4 years ago. You told me he was your boyfriend. Then before we met for TwitchCon, you switched up and said, "Just so you know, my manager is coming with me on this trip." As if I didn't know who he was. It's even ickier to read this tweet knowing he is your significant other, and that you're probably going to try and avoid taking responsibility for hurting people who trusted you as friends by nuking the red side of this duo. Jesus Christ. Someone who represents you and your intentions should never be someone like that. There's no amount of "I'm sorry" or bad judgment you can have in this situation. You need to actually own up and be ready to not be forgiven by lots of people. You did bad things. End of story. Nah, firing your manager is not fixing this. I do hope your longer reaction won't be a summary of, "I had no idea about this," but we'll stay away from judgment until that is out. Pushing your blame onto your...
Yeah, for real. Like, this is some shit, man. This bitch really did some crimes. This bitch actually did some serious crimes out there in the community. Then it's like this happens right there. This actually happens. I mean, this happens in any industry, even sometimes in the EDM industry, because due to ghost producing, I would like to make a video about that. Actually, I would have to make a video about the ghost producing situation, where you have some producers and artists who secretly actually hired ghost producers on a few tracks because they had to, since they don't know how to do something like that, or so. I mean, on top of that, of course, there's Deadmau5 on the other hand. I mean, he's still a legendary producer on us and that. And then, of course, the other beefs, like in the hip-hop industry. Oh, goddamn, like the hip-hop industry, bro. Fucking God, bro. Burn that place down. Help the hip-hop industry by burning that fucking industry down once and for all, and rebuild it to its former glory. But this is just surprising about the Vtuber industry. I think this is probably one of the very first true major situations that's going on. This bitch did a crime. This bitch is a hell of a felon. over here. This bitch is hell of a fiend all the way, bucking out with all the manipulations and shit. This is the dangerous power right there when it comes to becoming a big streamer. You're trying to competition and all that stuff. You create alliances, cabals and shit. This is exactly like Cat Williams when he talked about the comedy show with Steve Harvey and I think the other guy, Jerry Lewis, I think, or Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, that like they do these, they have these alliances and shit. Craig Robinson, that's his name. Craig Robinson. Yeah, Steve Harvey and Craig Robinson, who are comedians, who are actually not who are going to be not funny at all. Although I do kind of believe Steve Harvey was funny, but all that shit. Da 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 da. But all I can say is like this is like the same controversies you get all going. This is and it's probably going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Manager isn't really the move. He no longer represents me as a creator. Bro, the problem is you representing yourself, not just your manager. And then obviously you got analysts and people saying, we'll always be there to support you no matter what. I can't stand when people pressure others to avoid certain individuals. It took a lot of courage to speak out about this, Nano. I hope you're doing okay. Heart. I'm so sorry you had to be put in this position. You're one of my favorite artists even before I knew what the internet was. I'm honestly just baffled by all of this. I'm so sorry that this was even an energy you had to perceive in your lifetime. Like, obviously, dude, what the actual fuck? I'm sorry. Love you, Nano. Sorry you have to deal with this.
Oh, shit, even Fefe.
A bunch of fucking people are not too happy with Cinder right now. And she did say in her tweet, I'm sorry, everyone. I will make a larger response when I'm able. So she is going to respond. I'm going to be honest. Not looking good. Not looking good. I don't think she's going to be able to save herself. Gonna be honest. Gonna be very...
Yeah, no. Like something like that. I don't think you're gonna get away with that easily. Something like that. I don't think personally you're gonna get away with that easily. Especially, let's go see the tweet right now.